Hello everyone, today we'll be going to do the Note challenge from PicoCtf 2022. Let's quickly go to the package suggestion. As you can see, there is not much interesting. There is a Fastify, which is the web framework, and there is a Popiter. It is something like it is helpful for the web automation or the browser automation. As you can see, we can also Google search it, Popiter, and you will see that it is a high API for the headless Chrome or Chrome browser or the dev tools, and it is used for some headless browser, something like that stuff. Okay, there's a SQLite tree. It is a database. As you can see, the database, the SQLite tree is also provided to us. So let's quickly go to the web.js. As you can see, there's a directory views. There is not much in this directory. There is only the template for the HTML. You can see, yes, there's a CSS. Whereas web.js, we can see it is listening on the 8080 port, and there is different paths like a report and delete, new, nodes, different paths. And let's go to the one of the interesting feature in this application is the report path. So let's go to this report.js. As you can see that the Popiter and the crypto module is being uh, used, and we can see there's an incognito tab, and there's a no sandboxed, and there is a one extra minus headless, but I have removed it for the demonstration purpose. That's why it is perfectly fine. So it is easier for us to visualize the things that there is going underneath the browser. So as you can see, there is a register. Go to register first of all, and there's the a random 8 bytes is being generated and is converted to the hex, and there's a submit button is there, and it will again go to the new, and it will paste the contents, the paste the flag text in the title, and in content there is a flag, you can see, and there is a paste the click, and it will submit those title and contents, and it will wait until DOM is loaded, and it will redirect to the about blank. This is important. This is okay. This is the one of the thing that is, it's not like most important, but it plays a huge role, because without this code we could easily get the flag, um, but this line is present. That's why it is a little bit hard to craft. Like if it wasn't present, then there will be no any cross origin policy issues, but due to its presence there is a some issues. um, okay, so it will go to the URL, and it will wait for the 7 seconds. So, and there was a the headless browser would close, but I have removed it so we can obviously visualize it properly. And there's a error for the error handling. Yeah, there's not much. There's a test.js I created. There's a module.js. It has some. It defines the module. It's not that important. So there's a Docker file. You can easily run it locally. We can just Docker compose something like that. We can download all this stuff, but we can also set up it by locally just by using the node. So I will do the same thing. As you can see, there's already the we will use a node web.js to run it. As you can see, all the node modules is already um, installed, so it is just away from our command. So I'm on the Windows machine, so let's quickly go to the my parent OS, because I don't have Bob installed in my Windows machine. so so this is the UI of the application we are trying to get the flag. So let's quickly register one. Let's try uh, PPPP. Okay, so we can see we can craft a node here, XSS, So let's try to do some exercise, check if it works. uh, yep, I think that's correct. And you can see there's exercise, so I will delete it for now. So one security issue we found is there's an exercise in my nodes. So it is not it is a stored access, but it is not that big of vulnerability because no one will view your nodes unless you have something other, unless you can chain it with the other vulnerabilities that which we are going to do in this challenge. And there's a report URL feature. Okay, so let's try to do https google.com. So as you can see, as previously I said, I have removed the headless tag from the source code. So a Chromium browser will open. As you can see, the Chromium browser is open and we can see all the things that the bot will do. Okay, now we landed in the google.com. So before that, what it did was it sent us to the about blank page. From the source code, I have already said this plays a huge role later. And slash nodes, it just types the flag and it just submits the flag. This is going to be flag. This is obviously the temporary, this is not the valid flag. And there's new, it clicks new, it will create a node. Yep. So we have successfully find ssrf. We have currently find the ssrf, stored access, stored self access. But with the two vulnerability we can't change it. We need to find the csrf vulnerability. So let's check for the csrf where the csrf vulnerability is present or not. So let's again move to Bob suit. So the URL has been reported. So as you can see, no logout button is present, so that's why I will remove the session from here. And let's try to do something with the login. Let's see if the is present, if CSRF token is present here or not. So let's log in with ppp submit, and we can see that no CSRF token is there, which means we can craft this and make the bot, the puppeteer bot, to log into our account. But that doesn't steals the flag from the admins node. So what should we do? Let's check for the other SSRF, CSRF vulnerability. So we can create a node in the admins, somehow create a node or create XSS, stored XSS in the admins node. So first of all, let's check this XSS, and let's intercept the request. Here we go, but there is a CSRF token is present, so that means we can't use a CSRF, to craft a new payload, a new XSS, stored XSS. So that's unfortunate. So let's try for the other. Let's try for the report field. So somehow we can report, you can again report the URL and sometime do something with the report. And let's see, we can see there's also CSRF token is present. That's also unfortunate. Well, intercept is off. So let's see on the delete function. So you can delete the flag, something like do some malicious activities. As you can see, there is also a CSRF token. So what should we do now? So in order to solve this challenge, we have to get an understanding of the cross-window communication and some knowledge about the SSRF, how we can leverage the SSRF and find the goal. If we Google the SSRF Bible, then we will get this in the first um, top one result. And you can see there's just so much information about the SSRF. As you can see, there's a URL schema supports. There's a gopher, there's a TFTP, there's a HTTP, there's a HTTPS, and we can do much more. But one of the most important URL schema which we'll be using is data URL schema. Uh, where was it? Yeah, I think this is it. Right. And the data URL schema. So what we can do with this as the data text HTML is we can provide the HTML uh, HTML to the server. For example, mm, wait a minute. Let's go to report functionality, and if we type, we can also type different like JavaScript, something like alert1 to demonstrate before the data HTML. I will demonstrate different protocols schema we can use in SSRF. This report, and the Puppet browser will launch, and we can see the alert is popped. So but the thing is, one JavaScript is not enough. We have to submit, we have to make the to log into our account. That's why we need HTML. So we will be using the text/HTML. So we will be using this is the payload that I got from the one write-up on this challenge. This write-up is not created by me. Okay, if we submit this form, there's a form action login method. This is for the only for the demonstration. Okay, and we can see, look at this, we got into node and we got into, so what it did, it might be a little bit confusing for us to understand this, but I will explain it. So the data, if we just wait a minute, let's just use this. Okay, we can also use it on this, something like this. As you can see, we get a form here. With this schema we can just post, we can just give a form. We can also give a script like this, just alert script, because it is obviously HTML, and HTML we can pass the JavaScript inside the HTML, so it is obviously normal. Alert one, as you can see with the alert. So with all this information, what we will do, okay, there's a one more piece of puzzle. So what we are going to do is we are going to um, first of all uh, add this script in our uh, in our attacker's node. So what it will do is it will just uh, window the location. It will just open the pawn page, and it will just copy all the contents, and which will include obviously our flag, and it will just send to our you can send to any URL which you can see the log, and you can get easy flag. So on the SSRF part, we will do is we will first of all set the form. We won't submit a form at first, okay, and that's the thing to remember. So the first we will do is we will open the slash nodes. Okay, this will have a flag. Okay, this will have the flag we want to get, and we will set a timeout. So after the 1 second we will submit the form. Now what happen when you submit the post is we will be redirected to the slash nodes of the victim. Okay, and the victim, in there we have this script going on. Okay, and again after that once 1.2 second, what we'll do is we will again set the location, window not location, to the slash pawn. Okay, so why is this needed? Because we have said that the script will run only if the pawn um, is present. So in there we will redirect the window to this slash query. Yep, and somehow the script will run and we will get the flag. Okay, so let's craft it. I have already set up the Python SSD server and I'm listening on it. I'm listening it. So here we go. And oops, what did I do? Okay. And there's the 127.0.0 and we will set it to the PPP and we will open slash nodes, we will submit it, yeah, this was perfect. So let's just post it. Where is it? Where is our the thing? Okay, where are we? So looks like the browser is not responding. Okay, okay. We will refresh the space and we will log into PPP and we will craft a note with the content of this. Obviously, let's recheck once again that it is. Yeah, it is. And yeah, everything looks correct. Yep. Now, okay. Now let's report. Go to URL schema and go to this, paste this here. Okay, and click on report, and this will do this job. Look at this. As you can see, after two, it has a redirect and it has a node. Now, if we see in our log, we can see that my node flag CTR flag. We get the flag, right? So there's a little bit of confusion regarding the how the communication worked. So there is a good article to read how the communication between parent and child window. So it has a detailed explanation of what I did here. um, there's something like opener. We can do also with the opener, and we can do, so I will demonstrate it now. So okay, if we have something like this node, okay, okay, if we have some line slash nodes, okay, let's take an example. We have this node and we can do is window dot open something like http one two, let's just open this, right? Let's open this with a name called hacker, right? As you can see, this tab is opened and we can access the content of these nodes from this page. If we do window dot open, we will set it to blank and we will give the name that we use here, hacker, and dot, wait a minute, dot, what was html dot content, oh my god, I forgot. uh, yeah, document dot body dot text contents, we can use this. And if we see here, we can get all those nodes here. from this page. Now what we'll do is we will set the new content and contents create, and this page doesn't have any contents. So now let's see is two contents, and we can see that the content has been, wait, because it gets updated, right? DSAD without the content of your being updated, we was able to get the content as the new content, new node in this page with the help of this page. Obviously it won't work with the like something like google.com, because in order to have these types of communication we have to ensure that the domain and the port is same as the child. Okay, yeah, that was the, so some things we have to remember is, what if um the thing, wait a minute, report the just the weight about the blank wasn't present, then the we could just easily fetch, I mean like, yeah, if the puppeteer would land in the slash nodes, then we can easily get the flag. We just simply just javascript fetch uh, 127.0.0.1 8080 8080 with 8080, and then just fetching dot then, and then again sending to the content of the page to the our website. But the thing is, it will redirect us to the about blank, because the about blank, there is a cross origin problem, so we can't fetch anything from the slash nodes. If you try like something like, let's try this here, fetch, mm, you can see there's a cross origin different, because the it's not domain and the port is not same, the browser won't allow us to fetch or to send the request to this uh, page. So what we did here was, first of all, this is summary, okay. Wait a minute. So first of all, what we did is we just use the stored access. We just set up this like a flag, getting we got the flag. This will send the flag, which was, this will just open the window where the flag was there, and it will just grab all the HTML content, I mean like the text content of the nodes. The job of the script is simple there. And in the our SSR vulnerability, what we will do is, we will first of all use the form. We will just open a new pawn nodes slash nodes with the name pawn, okay, and it will contain a flag. Since it will create a new window, okay, this will create a new window. The thing is like this, okay, slash nodes, it will read it, and it will, this is our the content. Yeah, it is later being when the domain is location is being changed, but it was the slash nodes, okay. It will create a slash nodes which have the this flag, okay, and this will log into our malicious nodes, the victim node account. And in their node account, we have set up this this will just listen from the child, from this page, and this will grab the flag, okay. Mm, and the last part is the slash pawn is for the because without because this will crash, this will help us to not crash the um, not crash, I mean not load the JavaScript like this, I mean I don't know how to explain this. So yeah, that was it, man. This will just help us to not execute JavaScript, because we have said the JavaScript can only run when the pawn query is there, I mean the source is there. That's why if this wasn't present, then the JavaScript will run whenever anyone visits. so this will make our work very difficult. Yeah, that's how we get the flag. The challenge wasn't that hard, but I wasn't able to solve it. I was stuck in this part. This uh, my brain wasn't able to figure out how we can steal the flag. That's why. So anyway, thanks for watching. This is my first video. I hope that everyone likes. If you guys like, then just subscribe. If you guys doesn't like, then you can dislike. Anyway, thank you for watching.